Discover the explosive sports betting secrets that win me 90% of all my system bets. A system created by a PhD mathematician. Listen, I make huge amounts of cash every single week betting on sports. And it's not because I live and breathe football, basketball, baseball, or any other sport. In fact, my system would work if I didn't even know what a first down was. This system is so easy. You could learn my secrets in less time than it takes to have a beer and a slice of pizza. I've got a pretty good idea of where you're at right now. I used to place all my bets based on hunches and gut feelings. Truth be told, I'd usually end up betting on my favorite team. Where'd that get me? Well, I lost way more than I won. It started back in 2005. I remember because in 2006, the Steelers beat the Seahawks at Super Bowl 40 and I lost 10 grand. I almost considered giving it up for good. When the next season started, I was hanging out with a friend at a local sports bar, and he introduced me to someone who changed my life forever. This guy was a Russian PhD who taught statistics at a local university. We started talking about the last Super Bowl game, and this guy said that he could predict winners at least 90% of the time. He hadn't even watched an NFL game. I balked. I mean, come on. But he said he could prove it. So the next week, we met for coffee. Let me tell you, he had done his homework. He gave me a list of 9 picks for the coming weekend. He said these teams would kill it that weekend. Then he handed me another list. This was a list of 5 teams. 5 teams he said to avoid no matter what. Now, get this. Those 5 teams were the exact teams I was going to bet on that weekend. Now, no way was this university clown going to come in and clean my clock. He didn't even watch sports. Well, guess what happened? 4 of my 5 teams lost that weekend, and 8 of his 9 picks won. Now, trust me, if that happened to you, you'd take notice, and so did I. I paid my new friend and a group of his colleagues thousands of dollars, most of my life savings, and they analyzed every outcome in the NFL for the past 15 years. What they found was shockingly simple. I never would have believed it, but with the data right in front of me, I had to accept it. All somebody had to do was have enough discipline to stick to what the numbers showed. If they did that, they'd win most of their bets. And that's exactly what I started doing. I was doing it so well that pretty soon my friends were begging me to show them my new formula. And I did. What happened? They started winning just like me. Now, you can probably imagine what the next NFL season was like for me. In a word, fabulous. But it wasn't anything like 2008. In one day, I had 6 winners and 0 losers and brought in $12,000. I was thrilled. With the extra cash I was making, I decided to do a little investing. So I had my professor friend take a look at college football. It worked there too. Then I had him take a look at NBA basketball. Same results. Listen, this was like hitting the lottery twice. Eventually, they cracked the code for Major League Baseball. And you know what that meant, right? Me and my buddies never had to take a month off. We could make ridiculous amounts of cash all year long. Now, I want you to think about something. Do you know Bill Simmons from ESPN? He's like the most widely read sports columnist on the internet. He's got all the insider opinions you could ever hope for. Every week, he writes a column with his picks. Guess what? His wife, who knows nothing about sports, consistently makes better picks. She'll pick Seattle because her aunt used to live there. Her system works better than his. Now, I'm not recommending that you ask your mom if she likes visiting Miami more than San Diego, but I am saying that these guys with all their insider info have no clue who's going to win. But there is a better way. I want you to take a look at the testimonial videos and emails on this page. These are people that have used my system. They'll tell you how well it works, but you don't even have to take their word for it because I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm a betting kind of guy, and I'll bet that when you try my system, you will be so thrilled with all your wins that you'll love it. I'm giving you a 100% risk-free guarantee. If you don't have wild success with my picks, you can stop billing at any time, no questions asked. Over the past few years, I've made a killing betting. So much, in fact, that sports books are trying to ban me. That's why I'm unleashing this system to a limited number of people. Once you get access to these picks, you'll make amounts of money you never could have imagined. And it doesn't matter how much you know about sports, my picks win. It doesn't matter if you love watching games and betting just for fun, or if you just want to make some extra cash. This system is the best one on the market, period. Now, I know what you're asking. How much is this going to cost me? Let me ask you something. How much is a system worth that allows you to win thousands of dollars? What would you be willing to pay if you could win 90% of your bets all year long? $5,000? Or maybe $10,000? $20,000 would be cheap. But don't worry, because I'm not going to charge you $20,000. I'm not even going to charge you $10,000. Heck, I'm not even going to charge you $5,000. My partners, they want me to charge $147 a month for access to these incredible picks. But right now, you're going to get an amazing deal. Right now, you'll get access to my picks using this incredible formula for an introductory price of only $5 for your first month. That means that for less than the price of a McDonald's combo meal, you're going to find out for yourself if this system works. You'll have 30 days to find out if what I say is true. After 30 days, you'll pay only $47 a month. Now listen, you probably blow that sitting at a bar in a single night and lose 10 times that on the game you just watched. In fact, let's take it up a notch or two. Not only can you try the system for 30 days for the cost of a Happy Meal, but if you follow my betting system and you're not a winner at the end of the season, I'll refund every dollar. You know what that means? It means if you don't win, I don't win. That's how confident I am in my system. If my best friend said he had just $50 left in his account and asked for my help, you know what I'd do? I'd give him access to my picks and tell him to bet his $50 on my picks. That's how serious I am. Now, I'll be totally blunt with you here. I'm no smarter than you are. True, I love sports, but I never made good money betting until I enlisted this team of statisticians. The result is 3 outstanding betting systems for the NFL, NBA, and MLB. And I've actually got 2 options for you. Most of my clients pick both, but I'll let you decide. You can order the picks for $47 a month, with your first month being only $5. I'll email you the picks like clockwork. But if you want, you can also have the keys to this unstoppable system right in your hands. I'll give you the actual formulas I use, and you can cut me out of the equation altogether. You heard me right. You can get your hands on my 3 systems and do the picking yourself. You'll get all 3 systems, the NBA, NFL, and MLB, for just $197. You never have to pay another penny. Now keep in mind, these systems are not just formulas. My NFL betting system is the best on the net. Do you know there's one bet you should never make in the NFL? Do you know what point spreads you should never touch and which ones you should bet your firstborn on? Are you aware of the power of point differential? You'll learn all this and more with my system. The same goes for my NBA betting system and my MLB betting system. It's more than a formula. It's a complete learning system. You choose. Get the picks, get the formulas, or get them both. You've got nothing to lose, but every second you wait is that much closer to the end of the season. You can start winning as early as tonight. Click any of the Add to Cart buttons on this page to lock in your membership today. A quick word of warning. I can't promise this special offer will be available much longer. I'm limiting the amount of people that I let into the program to make sure our action doesn't affect the betting lines. So, if it's still up, it'd be a smart decision to take me up on it now. If it's gone, I apologize in advance. Your opportunity is now. So click on any one of the Add to Cart buttons.